1 minute till 8:30 when the CPI report comes out today. And I thought it might be kind of interesting to do a live screen recording exactly what it feels like during that point in time when the market reacts. So anyway, about 30 seconds left to go, and everybody's holding their breath, waiting for the report to come out, see how to react. If I had to make a guess, I would say it's probably going to drop, but honestly, I think it's about 50-50. I really don't know. So it's going to be an exciting thing for both of us. All right, here we go. Boom. Well, I guess I was wrong. Jumped up. And up and up and up. So, interesting. So it happens just that quick. That's why you don't really want to be in a position, because it's just way too hard to predict what's going to happen. And that's a pretty major explosion there that could really ruin your account balance. Okay, so you guys saw the big jump, leveled out, another kind of a trickle upwards here, kept going on up. And this looked at this point like it was about ready to make a downturn, which often happens in the past. The RSI is really high, the MACD is already turned over. I just thought, well, I could definitely see it dropping, at least down to this level and maybe that level. So anyway, all right, so it started to drop and it leveled out at this point right here and hit a support. And so I did a long position here. And I put in a stop, pretty tight stop there. But even so, that is just under $150. It does look like maybe it's slightly premature. However, the MACD is turning up, and it isn't surprising to see it drop below the SMA a little bit. So it hasn't done anything terrible yet. All right, so break even. All right, now we've gone up enough that I put in a stop order, and it's a decent place there. And I went ahead and got out at this point right here. I set limit. I haven't canceled the stop yet. All right, so this is where I did my short. So the first trade I made was $212.50. I was very, very happy with that. But this is when I started making mistakes. And the reason I did, you can see a red candle form here and here on both of the longer term charts that I use, and it's flattened out. It is holding, but it's not going up either. So there's often the downward movement. So I thought, well, probably it will go down a little bit. And if you notice, I put the limit order at the top of where candles kind of hit right there. So I thought, well, that's a pretty safe place. So I'm in a short now, and it is not really wanting to go down. I put in an exit order here, kind of at the bottom, the support level that has been forming, hoping that it will drop there, but it seems to be more trickling up still and trickling up. And at this point, I lost all my profit and then some, lost more than I had actually gained now. And so I decided, you know what, I think it's just going up. I'm going to do a reverse. So that's why you see two limit orders here. So that was sell the one that I have and buy another one. And here is just the 4-hour chart. And I did this because you can kind of see this pattern oftentimes it will hit peaks, and then those are the resistance levels in a future event like this one. So this red line right here is a pretty good resistance level. If it goes past that, this is a good one here. There's, possible right here as well. I didn't draw that one in because it's before this. But anyway, so those are the two possibilities I was seeing at the time. And sure enough, it kind of peaked out, hit up top twice, and started to drop. And if I had just kept that position, I think I would have gotten back a lot of my losses. But as it is, I've lost now even more. And now I'm at a $487 loss for the day. And okay, so I decided to go ahead and reverse at this point, which, okay, the reason I did it again was this red candle over here is now developed a little bit further and further. And it has kind of hit a double peak here. So I thought, okay, well, I guess maybe it is dropping. Maybe this little upward movement is all it is. So now I am in a short again at $462 loss. All right, an opening bell is imminent. And now I've lost a couple hundred more, $600 loss here as it just either trickles up or goes down or goes flat, trickles up or goes flat. And it trickled up some more, and I'm still holding on to this short position. I've made two bad trades now. And not sure what to do at this point. But I'm seeing, okay, there's a big bear candle here. And so that was encouraging. I'm down to a $550 loss from a $700 a little bit ago. And it's still holding. I can see it still really hasn't gone up a great deal. And so I still think, well, it could possibly drop. I mean, the MACD is looking like it could drop. All right, so I wrote down, I'm indecisive today. I keep doubting myself. And so I placed another trade here at the support level. And I decided, I think it's probably just going to go up. I'm seeing this red candle. It did not really develop, and now there's a big green candle. It seemed like that was all the drop it was going to get. And so I decided to do another reverse, the limit order right here in a very conservative spot, way down here. And it kept going up. So now I'm at a $1,100 loss, and it still hasn't taken my order. So I raised my order up to the next SMA. All right, now I'm hopeful it's maybe going to drop, and it didn't. It went up some more. So I think, well, forget this. I need to just reverse right where I sit. So I put in a reverse order here, and it finally took, and then it dropped. So another bad decision. But now I'm at a long, at least I think this is a better place to be right now, but I'm at a $1,300 loss for the day. Okay, got back some of my losses. All right, and this is the red line I was showing you back on one of those other slides. This red line right here hadn't been reached since the 19th of September, and I kind of figured that that was the first goal that it would probably get to. And so that's where I put in my limit order. And it's almost there. In fact, there it is. And I'm out. And now I've whittled down my losses to 925 from, I think the peak was like 1,300. So that's not bad at all. I was pretty happy with that. So now I'm sitting here trying to figure out, wow, what do I do now? It is 10:05. I'm very disappointed. I've made so many bad trades. What am I going to do? Kind of waiting for a big downturn now. It's like, which is happening. And it started dropping pretty quickly. It's like, oh, this is good. But I'm thinking at this point, and I didn't actually catch it, but I'm in here. I thought, that is a really good opportunity to get in along, because I still feel like the bullish momentum this morning is really, really strong in spite of this downturn. I mean, if that's all you're going to see, that's an awesome place to get in. So I got in along almost at the bottom there. Pretty happy with that. And I'm riding it up, and it started to hit a ceiling resistance, whatever you want to call it, and drop a little bit. And the MACD started to turn over. So I went ahead and put in my limit order at a very small profit, but still got out. Now I've whittled my losses down to 787 for the day. Not bad. Okay. It peaked out and started to drop again. So I thought, well, maybe it will drop some more. So I did another short. And it hit the resistance again, and I'm holding my breath, wondering if it will hold and drop. And it didn't, unfortunately. And so I made another bad trade. And again, I probably shouldn't have done a short because it's very uptrending. I should have just waited for it to bottom out. So now I'm trying to get back as much of my losses as possible. I do have my limit order in down here, which is hopeful, but I don't know how likely that really is. Okay, I'm almost at break even right here. And I decided to go ahead and get out. And actually reversed at some point. I wasn't able to catch that slide. It went too fast. So now I'm in a short. A minute. No, I missed it. That's what happened. Oh dear. I missed it and it kept going up, and I'm at a more of a loss than I was before. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, here I'm finally trying to reverse. 2 limit orders is going to make a reverse. And my losses are back up to 912, so I kind of lost some ground there. All right, now I'm in a long, and I've decided that a long is just the place to be, and I just need to hold it for as long as I can. It is 10:31, and I need to be going to work here very soon. All right, so I've whittled my losses down to 812 here. This has been a good trade, but it's kind of flattened out, chickened out, and got out. That particular trade made me $237, which was awesome. Whittled my losses down to 700, and now I'm sitting out here. And I decided, okay, it's got some more upward momentum. It's only 10:34. I got a few more minutes to trade. Let's try to whittle those losses down as much as we can. So I'm in a long here, and it dropped. Man, if I could just hold on to get in a good position, that would be so much better. And it dropped, and then it bounced, then it bounced some more, and now I'm at a small profit. And I decided I am truly out of time now. So I really had to get out of that one a bit sooner than I probably wanted to. And I've whittled my losses now down to $750. One more trade. One more, because it dropped down to that support level, got in a limit order, and it's going up. Oh, it's holding flat. All right, I put in the an alert here, thinking that is a nice round number. There was no other reason than that, but that's often enough reason. Sometimes it will go to that point. I'm looking at the bigger screen here, and I drew a channel. Actually, this is okay, so it's the same chart, but I'm seeing a channel, which I haven't been able to draw for years. And we are kind of in the middle part of the channel. It scares me a little bit because, I mean, sometimes it can even drop down to that point, which would be the blue SMA. And that would be a big loss for me. I don't really want to do that. But we'll see what goes. Okay, I'm at break even right here where I got in. It's hit the resistance level. A little scary. And it went through. And it's trickling up still. And up. And then it kind of petered out. And so I put in a stop order at one tick above where I got in, so that would at least cover my commissions, and I hope to hit the limit order again. So I lowered that because I had this point, so that's after 11, and I'm late now. And I went ahead and just got out. Okay, so now I've whittled my losses down to 675, and it is continuing to go up, and I realized, wow, I could have just hung on. But such is life. It actually went up to the 520 almost exactly. And I did another order. All right, I did a short, and I did a short because it looks like we're at the top of the channel. The RSI is really, really high, and the MACD is turned down. And I actually did well on that one. All right, so now I've gotten out here at the support, hopefully. Yes, it did take, very good. Oops, no, it didn't take. Wait a minute, that was a short. Okay, so the short, I got out there, and I'm sitting out, and then I placed another order to get in a long, because now I think this is a pretty good spot to go. And it looks like it's going up. I placed my limit order up here, and it doesn't seem to want to go up very far. Okay, now it's going up, flat. And it's like, okay, I really, really, really need to stop. It's 11:38. I'm very late. And this trade is not going very well. So I'm hoping to just get out at no profit whatsoever, and I did. So I did whittle my losses back down to $500 for the day. So anyway, not my best trading day.